Alright, it is time. Let's get it up. It's not it, it's not it. There it is. No, wrong one, I guess. Okay. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, here we go.
Does it really have to tell you to drive, Ron?
Okay. No. What is this popping up? Is that loading? There we go.
Time to drive, Ron.
Okay, make sure it's for the screen. Okay. Yes, continue. Uh, alright, I guess we'll look at this first. Oh, I guess not. Oh my god. Okay, that's it, Discord, I'm closing you. Stop giving me pop-ups. Okay. There was blood speckled across the floor. I didn't notice it at first due to the room's restricted lighting, but now after my eyes had time to adjust, it couldn't be more obvious. Looks like it passes into the hallway. Completely missed these during the blackout. Speaking of, after the body discovery announcement, everyone barged into the boiler room through the door. Yet these blood spots didn't look smudged. Guessing they were already dry by the time any of us got here, in which case... Could this be Wolfgang's blood? Oh. Taser gun. Man, will it just leave me alone? Pretty random thing to be lying around a crime scene. Probably wasn't in the boiler room prior to the murder either. That would mean this taser gun was involved in the murder. I believe it was. Another thing about the gun looked particularly strange. Had it even been used, I'm pretty sure taser guns suspends some kind of wire when fired. Nearby were some yellow pieces of plastic on the floor. Same shade as yellow as the taser gun. How these originally been attached to it. Can't tell where they would fit on the gun though. Never mind. What's the point of making guesses when I could just get him to confirm? After all, someone who's a pro at wielding guns should know them better than anyone else. Oh right, what's his name? Desmond? Where did he go, by the way? I forgot. Oh, cord. There's a cord in the water. Oh, electrocution. Judging by length, think it's an extension cord. What the hell happened to the other end of it? Exposed wiring. No internal plugs. It's frayed. Keyword there. Tip lined with black substance. Or the cord been burnt. Couldn't see this cord in the boiler room either, so it probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms, maybe. It wasn't always in this condition, that's for sure. All the items we've been provided so far, light bulbs, speakers, the fridge, they've worked perfectly well. So what happened to this cord, and why was it even in the water? Probably main cause of death there. And then... Maybe they used the taser in the water to make it go off. Alright, generator. Half of the generator's internals had melted away, and what's remained was almost completely singed. Yeah, this was definitely the cause of the power outage. Oh, the electricity could have short-circuited the generator. That's why that happened. Looks like a bomb had gone off in there. Now that I think about it, during the game tournament, taking a deep breath, I saw you. Oh, it's just flashbacks. As far as I could. There had been a loud boom right before the blackout happened. Similar to if I were going off or someone firing a gun.
That's...
Did I overhear the sound of the generator being destroyed? Nothing else in your dining hall could have made that kind of noise, I don't think. Okay. If my assumption is correct, the generator would have been destroyed around the same time the murder was committed. Suspicious as hell. There's no way the two events were connected. But I'm also working purely off my memory of the boom. To be absolutely sure, I need to know when exactly the blackout occurred. Was there any way for me to find that out? Oh. Shrapnel. Oh, I didn't even see that. Turns out chunks of something red were floating nearby the generator. Almost looked like metal or maybe plastic. Were these originally part of the generator? The colors and material don't seem to match though. That definitely looks like something. And I should know what it is, I forgot. Okay, any other things to look at? Oh, yes there are. Oh, is that part? No, there's a... There we go. Gotta get the right angle. A knife? Why was the knife floating in the water? On a blade in the surrounding water, I could make something out. The unmistakable color of blood. There's no doubt about it, this knife must have something to do with the murder. Why the knife was here and not actually on the platform, I had no idea. Probably trying to get rid of the evidence. Okay. Okay, now we start talking to people.
Hello?
Winona, you're still here?
Seriously?
Is there a problem with that? Why does she need to frame everything I say in the worst light? I'm preparing to hold a one-on-one session with Ulysses. I was consulting him about something important before we were interrupted by the announcement. Is that what you're doing before the blackout?
Huh?
Repeat that?
It's simple.
The blackout. Are you still with Ulysses when it happened?
Come on.
You're not speaking any sense. There was no power outage. She can't be serious. That blackout affected the entire building, unless...
Anyways.
Let me rephrase. Where were you when the murder happened?
Sheesh.
Where were you? At Cassie's game tournament in the dining hall.
Oh, really?
Really? Not what I expected.
Let me see.
Ulysses and I met this morning by a large tree. We stayed there up to and including the time of Wolfgang's murder. Okay, I guess I have alibis. As for the location she mentioned, assume the entire building complex connected to the one generator, but it made more sense for the tree area to have its own separate system. This help us from, I guess, forcing open the shutters, maybe? Hence why it didn't lose power. No, sorry, I just need to check my mic real quick. Test. Okay, seems good. What about this? Oh, I can't test that. Okay. What about the courtyard though? Was anyone there at the time of the blackout? Okay. So I guess it only affected some rooms. Alright, Ulysses.
Terrible.
The generator over there is partially submerged in the water. I think we should be wise to stay on this platform, probably. Yeah, I think he is worried about the water being electrified. It's an exposed wire there, after all. Even I managed to stay in it way back when. Don't see why now would be any different. And again, the generator wasn't damaged last time.
Damn.
Yeah, since Wolfgang's kneeling in the water, we should avoid touching him.
No.
You don't know for sure if the water's unsafe.
Huh?
Listen to me.
Before you start making conclusions, you should experiment first. Saying that, Eva walked over to a pile of boxes and pulled out a light bulb. Oh, she's gonna put the bottom in the water and see if it lights up. Sure enough, Eva went straight to the edge of the platform and threw the light bulb into... oh. Or she can just throw it in.
Look.
See? It's not lighting up. That means the water is safe.
Well, I
see. I suppose it's safe to inspect Wolfgang.
Okay.
Are you going to? I think I will observe from afar instead. Fair enough. Now it's not the time to be listening to your nerves. Okay, I guess we're not going. Did I inspect this? Hey, guys, I did damage anything? Nope, okay. Alright, take a whiff of the air. And there's something off about it? Why are they sniffing the air?
That's...
Ah, burnt rubber.
That ain't it.
I said about the generator, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. There's another set, a real bitter one. Might actually be onto something. It's almost like cereal and rubbing alcohol. They were talking about cereal a lot in the beginning of this chapter, so... So maybe that was a bottle of some kind of chemical from the new weapon area. The pharmacy area.
Bad news.
Indeed, I'm suspecting a mighty chemical reaction at work.
Eh?
I've had my fair share of travels across the sea, and I'm no stranger to foul play. There's no stench worse than one of a disastrous combustion.
It is how it is.
Thing is, I had got no idea where it's coming from. Really? It smells supposedly that of a chemical reaction. Where else would it be coming from besides the busted generator? Unless Jean's conclusion, Jean's conclusion that Small is wrong. I wouldn't put it past him. Oh, they have a little Smirnoff bottle. That's cute. Okay. Did I talk to Eva? I don't think so. Are you going to investigate Wolfgang? Me?
Yeah.
Who else? Back when we mistook that dummy for a body, you poked it pretty nonchalantly.
Hang on.
What? Poked it. That's different. I never thought it was real.
I see.
Now that we were finally advancing in the investigation, her cool composure had all but vanished. Typical, I guess. She can only keep up and act for so long. Alright, time to investigate. No? Overlook something, what? What does it mean? I looked at everything. Oh, so I had to talk to him again.
Hi.
Oh yeah, I guess we did. Why did he move over here? It's...
The struggle.
I feel it's highly important we investigate anything and everything we can. That is why I moved over here to investigate. More like he didn't want to be near Wolfgang's body. And what was the first for the investigation? Something other than fear appeared on Ulysses' face. It was curiosity.
Eh?
Oh, what do you see? Look at the floor in front of the door.
That's...
This? Yes.
Seriously?
Small piece of scrap metal.
Do you think?
Even so, it's part of the crime scene. It necessitates documentation.
That's not important.
Seriously, something this small means nothing. It could have come from the generator or the pipes above us. Ingrid could have been carrying it all for we know. This guy, so much here he could actually document. Instead, he's focusing on some flimsy piece of metal. Don't overlook Ulysses like that. It could be important. Alright, feels like we're getting the boiler room good rundown, which means body time. As yesterday, Wolfgang was talking with us, eating breakfast with us, and now he's dead. Who had the resolve to commit such a needlessly brutal murder? And to go so far as to mangle his body. I couldn't unpack it. I didn't know how to. This wasn't just some dummy I had to investigate. This was a real person. It was so far out of my expertise, let alone my comfort zone.
Hello.
Do you want to inspect him? Holy crap, did she have to scare me like that? Yeah, I do want to inspect him. It's just the idea of getting close to him.
Where?
I'll investigate with you. It'll be easier for both of us that way. Right?
Right.
Alright. Wolfgang lay completely still, his face frozen in a look of horror. His once bright eyes were shrouded in darkness, and his mouth was open as if he'd been killed mid-scream. Eva's expression said it all. Wolfgang did everything in his power to make us outcasts and make the worst of us at times, so they even hated him for it. But this brought no relief to either of us. Wolfgang, what happened in his final moments that left him so terrified? Was it the realization he was about to die? Mulling over what ifs won't bring me any closer to solving Wolfgang's murder. Right now, my focus should be to find evidence. And that begins by investigating this body. Oh, Wolfgang's blazer. What we got here? Wolfgang's suit was completely crumpled, a far cry from his once clean appearance. Water had seeped into the pants, completely ruining the fabric. As I leaned close, I spotted a folded piece of paper sticking out from his back pocket. That was soaked. It wasn't completely destroyed.
Damn.
Really don't want to touch him, but my thumb and index finger, I snatched the paper out of his pocket, taking care not to brush my hand against his body. I folded open the paper, aware that some of the wetter spots could fall apart immediately, and found a message written inside. That's some very ugly handwriting. Do you recognize it?
No.
A lot of the text is unreadable. Whoever wrote this probably used a low-quality pen. Although, at the bottom of the page, fragments of a message were still visible. Secret, 9:15 a.m., boiler room, close the door. Doesn't this read a lot like a command? Seems like someone wanted to arrange a private meeting with him here.
I see.
Could that someone be the culprit?
Not sure.
8:15 a.m. That's a long time before the time of death, though. Maybe there was a struggle, or maybe Wolfgang arrived late.
There must be something.
Either way, this message is definitely a valuable clue. It's our only insight into Wolfgang's movements before his death.
Well,
Now I really want to know where everyone was at that time. I woke up at 8:30 a.m. this morning, so I was asleep when this meeting was scheduled to happen. It's only 35 minutes before the tournament. Cassidy, Jet, Mark, and I would have already been in the dining hall.
Right.
Right, setting up equipment.
That's...
As for the other students, directly asking them where they were at 8:15 a.m. might be risky,
where?
because they would wonder where we got the time from. Exactly, and I prefer to keep this note between the two of us. At least for now. Suspicious note has been added to the truth bullet section. Oh.
Anyways.
Anyway, this thing about a secret, what do you think that means?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really sure. It could be referring to anything. Anything, huh? You know what it means?
I know.
I have an idea. The author of this letter might be talking about Wolfgang's blackmail. Huh? If they claim to have it, they could have baited him here without much issue. After all, Wolfgang asked us to meet with the person whose blackmail we had.
Strange.
The Dew Relic boiler room is a pretty ominous place to meet someone, though. It would have been Wolfgang's first time here, too, assuming he didn't explore this floor beforehand.
What could it be?
Either he didn't see the super obvious danger in meeting here alone, or he did realize and just didn't care.
Right.
Alright, does that change anything about what I said? Well, duh. If Wolfgang knew the warning signs, his reason for coming might have less to do with the integrity,
You see?
and more to do with the desperation.
Huh?
Desperation? To know the details of his blackmail.
I see.
He would stand the reason. If only Wolfgang had hidden this note somewhere safe instead of bringing it here, it would have been valuable evidence. I doubt he could have envisioned something like this happening. He was never really on his guard during the killing game, except around you and me, I guess. There doesn't seem to be any strange markings on Wolfgang's face. However, along the back of his neck was a massive bruise. That looks like a really bad injury. Almost his entire neck is discolored.
Damn.
Right, how did he get this on the back of his neck? Nothing around us seems to have left it. This might sound morbid, but what if it's a sign of his body decomposing?
That's...
Can it body really decompose that fast? It could, or it could not. I don't think it is. Probably depends on the environment. As in the temperature?
Correct.
Correct. Cold places are generally better at preserving things than warm, humid areas like this boiler room.
Thinking.
Kinda like dairy products. That's a good comparison. A tone-deaf one, but sure. Wolfgang didn't have this bruise yesterday, at the very least. If he did, it would have been super noticeable.
fair.
A red dot. Is that a beauty mark? Doesn't look like it. I'm telling you, it's Diana. She has those little sewing needles. That can make a spot like this. What are you looking at? Solve the mysteries here. Get back to watching a show. Seems to be inflamed. The sort of wound you would easily inflict on yourself. You could easily inflict on yourself.
So,
You don't think this is related to the murder? It might not be, but
There must be something.
judging by the lack of scabbing, this was inflicted pretty recently, so we may as well keep it in mind. Okay. What else did we not look at? Okay, the body. Now I think about it, the place where Wolfgang laid was odd. What are the chances he would end up here between the only opening of the fence? The one spot where he could kneel over like this. Was it possible he'd been trying to climb onto the platform before he died? Strange why he didn't use the stairs though. And even stranger that he was even in the water. Okay, and... Oh, there is a close-up. With the way Wolfgang was slumped over the platform, it almost looked like he'd fallen on top of it.
Focus.
Let me see if his palms are scratched. I knelt down to take a closer look.
Huh?
Ah, so he was electrocuted. I know those marks. Trickling out from under the cuff of Wolfgang's sleeve and onto the rest of the hand. A strange injury that looked like a lot like a tree sapling. Was this a burn mark? When I looked at Wolfgang's other hand, I saw the same thing. Markings that seemed to extend down into the arm.
The hell?
Eva, look at this.
Hello.
Let me see. Yeah, burn marks. That's really horrible. They look like gross little veins. What inflicted them? Electricity in the water. That's what I've been telling you.
That's...
There's a taser a little ways off from where we're standing, but I couldn't find anything to indicate it's been fired. So the only other thing I could think of is the generator.
Is that really true?
Why the generator?
I know.
The thing has clearly been destroyed by something. Maybe Wolfgang got caught in that something and that's how he died.
Not sure.
Not sure. The generator seems too far from where Wolfgang's laying to cause burns like these.
Look at this.
Plus the room's water isn't conductive, so electricity couldn't have traveled through it.
Right.
You're right, anything able to melt the generator's wires would have burnt his suit to a crisp too. Exactly.
Thinking.
I think Wolfgang received these burns outside the boiler room. There's just nothing here that could leave these markings. As for the actual place he got burnt, guess we'll have to try and find it ourselves. That is, if such a place even exists. Well, it's possible the generator may not have been involved in the murder. It seemed unlikely that Wolfgang made a detour for the boiler room after being severely burnt. After all, burns like his would definitely paralyze someone. As for Wolfgang's palms, they didn't have any markings on them. Still, he must have fallen somehow. Why else would he be laying on the platform? Seemed to be everything I can gather.
Hello.
Hey, Damon. Since we've inspected the boiler room, we should find the students he left and ask them for their testimonies.
Right.
They went upstairs to investigate Wolfgang's dorm, right? Yes, because of what I said earlier. Victims' last known whereabouts are the best places to search for clues.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what they've been up to. Apart from collecting testimonies, there were two other matters on my mind. One, getting Desmond to inspect the taser gun, and two, pinpointing exactly when the blackout occurred in case it happened at the time of the murder. I walked over to the boiler room door, which had been left slightly ajar. As I began to pull it the rest of the way open, I noticed it. The doorknob, something about it, looked different. Hey, Eva. The doorknob, I think it's been flipped. Flipped, are you sure? Take a look for yourself. The first time we woke up here, I'm pretty sure this lock was on the inside, not the outside.
Is that really true?
How would someone be able to flip a doorknob, though?
That's...
By unscrewing it, probably. Okay. Why didn't you say something earlier?
Huh?
What do you mean? This is the first time I've noticed it.
Is that really true?
Really? You didn't notice it back when you entered the boiler room with Kai? No, not even then. It might have been because of the darkness or my own nerves. But back then I wasn't paying attention to the small details like a doorknob. All I wanted to do was enter the boiler room.
Anyways.
I know that makes me sound stupid.
Listen to me.
It's okay. I mean, I probably would have noticed the doorknob had I been there, but that's besides the point. Alright. Anyway, this discovery paints an interesting picture. Since the lock was now accessible from the hallway, you could technically lock the boiler room shut without ever stepping foot in it. Meaning that if you wanted to lock someone inside the boiler room, all you have to do is lure them in and close the door behind them. Boiler room doorknob.
Moving on.
Come on, we need to collect people's testimonies before the investigation ends. Alright, let's go. Goodbye, Wolfgang. Yes, I want to leave. Oh. As a million questions rattled away in my mind, I followed Evo out of the boiler room. Actually, Ava, before we go upstairs, it's probably worth checking out the storage closets first. What?
I know.
I found something in the boiler room that might be related to them. Judging by the life. Oh, the extension cord. Okay, we already seen this like 5 minutes ago. The extension cord should confirm if it did indeed come from a storage closet.
However,
Okay, but first I want to talk to
Come
Cassidy.
again?
You want to talk to her? Yes, I want to talk to her. Is that bad? She wasn't much help last investigation. Well, any help is better than no help.
Fair.
That's true. Alright, I'll talk to Cassidy first, and let's get storage closets. Hi, Cassidy. Oh. Cassidy was pacing around the hallway with a finger on her chin, seemingly doing nothing.
yo!
Oh, hey guys. Sorry for not noticing you sooner, but I was performing a super sweep down of this here hallway. That's a lot of words for wandering around aimlessly.
Listen to me.
Can you put your sweep down on hold? I have a really important question.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Just don't drag it on too long, okay? Gotta finish my sweep down before time's up.
You see?
Do you remember who attended the tournament? The game tournament, huh? Everyone who was slated to join kept their word, so we had a full house.
What about...
There were 8 people in total. Jet, Mark, Grace, John, Jean, Kai, and the 3 of us.
Huh?
Something on your mind? Well, since the murder happened in the boiler room,
Well?
wouldn't that mean everyone in the dining hall has an alibi?
Ooh!
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. She's totally right. Also, since we split into pairs while investigating these rooms down the hall, every parent can vouch for each other.
Right.
Right, we all split up. What are the groups again?
Yep.
Jen and I explored Storage Closet B.
Eh?
Storage Closet B?
Check it out!
That's what it's called on the map. Does she mean the map of the Tozu trinket? I activated my trinket and sure enough. See? Storage Closet B. There's also Storage Closet A, C, and D. Those are definitely the rooms we explored.
I see.
In that case, Kai and I must have explored Storage Closet C. I remember it clearly. The 2 of us checked the closet above the opposite one that Cassidy searched. According to this map, the only closet that fit those parameters is Closet C.
Correct.
Grace and I investigated the closet directly next to Damon's, so we also have been inside Storage Closet A.
Yeah.
You know, Damo, since you're here.
Question.
What's the deal with you in the boiler room?
Huh?
When Kai told us party piece about Wolfie, he said you 2 went inside the boiler room.
How?
The heck did you do that for? You were supposed to check out the storage closet.
No.
You're not casting suspicion on me, are you? Me? No way. As far as Cass is concerned, everyone is innocent until proven otherwise. I investigated the storage closet with Kai. We just didn't find anything inside.
Anyway.
Although we did hear someone run down the hallway.
Am I hearing you right?
Huh? For real? Oh yeah, we did. Those sound like soft footsteps.
Doubt it.
Weird. I don't remember any footsteps.
It's the truth.
I do.
Really?
Eh? Eva, did you really? I heard them while Grace and I were investigating the storage room next to yours.
However,
I just brushed it off as my imagination, though.
uh,
Guess me and Jet must have been talking over them. Were those footsteps the reason you entered the boiler room, Damo? It's Damien, and yeah. Damon, not Damien. They came from the direction of the room, so I wanted to see what the person was running from.
for real?
Ooh, really? I would have just chased after the footsteps. I mean, entering the boiler room after something like that, you weren't scared a murderer was hiding inside? What I actually discovered wasn't much better. True, true. When those footsteps then whose footsteps could those have been? I don't know why anyone would want to be running around those spooky hallways, let alone in the dark.
What about...
Unless, ooh, maybe they were also looking for a backup generator?
That's not important.
I doubt it's that innocent. Considering the place this person ran away from was the crime scene. Those footsteps were probably the killers. You mean fresh off committing the murder?
Right.
Fresh off the murder, or a bit after. Depends on what time we went downstairs. Either way, whether it was immediately after murder or not, for a brief moment, the only thing separating us from Wolfgang's killer was the storage room walls. That's creepy to think about. Okay. Thus, bit by bit, the mystery slowly unravels.
My genius is almost frightening.
You don't need to thank me. This all in a day's work. She didn't even do anything. Oh my god, I forgot how close I was. Okay, anything over here? Oh. There's dry blood on the floor. For some reason it seemed to pull right around this particular spot. Dried blood, like in the boiler room.
Eh?
You notice the blood in there?
Correct.
I noticed you noticing it.
I see.
So...
Who do you think left all this blood behind?
Focus.
Well, it can't be Wolfgang, can it? Considering the sort of injuries he sustained, it wouldn't make sense for him to have spill a lot of
There must be
blood.
something.
Which means the only possibility we're left
What
with
could it be?
is the blood belongs to someone else. Yeah, exactly. Okay. If I didn't notice the blood here, would you have pointed it out to me?
Eh?
I would have pointed it out to you if the roles were reversed. Okay. That way you'd know not to step on it.
Right.
Sure, I pointed it out.
Thanks.
Thanks. We had a little interaction right there. Anything else we should know about? Any footprints down there? Do I need to look in here?
Look.
This is storage closet D.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark and Jean explore this one. Is there anything weird about this room?
That's...
I think I see something behind this pile of boxes.
Jeez.
Ah, so they really are here.
Well,
What's here? Oh! First door I went in, but okay. Extension cords, a whole bunch of them.
strange.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, these are definitely the same type of cord I saw in the boiler room. Only difference is, they still have their other half intact. The internal plugs are pretty slim compared to the other kinds of cords. The fact that these cords match the one in the boiler means the killer must have rummaged through these closets for equipment. For what reason they needed the cord, I had no idea, but this was still a step in the right direction. Okay. Besides that box of cords, nothing else about this room is standing out to me.
So,
Wanna move
Yeah.
on? Yes, let's go. Just in case. Okay, we can only talk to her. Yes, I wish to leave. Alright, other storage closet. Oh, is this... Did I just go back in the same room? I think I just went back in the same room. Okay. Yes. Okay, so go to this one. Oh yeah, definitely different room. Alright. This was his closet, kinda not explored. It's hard to get a good look at its contents in the dark, but seeing it now, doesn't seem to be anything important here. Take a look and move on. Okay. Again, let's double check. Another guy can interact with. Nope. Yes. Okay. Next two ones. I think it's to the left. No, to the right. Okay. Oh, there's a rug in this one.
Interesting.
Map says this is storage closet B. Closet Cassidy and Jet explored.
Look.
Do you see that?
Eh?
See what? Box in the corner over there. Look. Confused, I turned to where she was pointing. This is... I think I know what it is. A generator, right? The one you were referring to during the blackout?
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. Since I've explored these rooms before, I know one of them had a backup generator.
That's...
If this closet has a backup generator, wouldn't that mean the ones who restored the power?
Thinking.
Well, if Cassidy and Jet were the only people who entered this room, then they're the people who brought the power back. Surprised these two actually knew how to navigate a generator. Okay, seems to be all there is to this closet. I guess it is. Okay. Yes. Okay, last room. Okay, it's the storage closet A. Take a look around. Then something shiny caught my eye. Rolling pin here. Oh! Guess this was used to knock him out.
Strange.
What are you implying? Someone used this recently, and not for its intended purpose.
I know.
Look, you see how the handprints are at the base of the pin? You aren't rolling much dough if you're wielding this thing like a tennis racket, are you? Pin is also really dusty. If it came from the kitchen, it would be clean like the other utensils there. Yeah, agreed. Not only that,
Jeez.
right, there's a dent on the pin too. Really? And on the end opposite of the handprints, can you see it?
Weird.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Handprints and a dent. That's definitely not a coincidence.
Focus.
Could this bin have something to do with the mark we found on Wolfgang's neck? Probably. Just knock him out would not only explain the dent on the pin, but the bruise on Wolfgang's neck. How did it make its way into the closet, though?
Huh?
What do you mean? How did the pin make its way into the closet after the killer used it? Oh,
There must be something.
I mean, with the footsteps Kai and I heard were the killers, they probably chucked the pin here on their way out.
Absolutely not.
No, that's not what happened.
Huh?
But the killer entered this closet and hid the rolling pin.
Listen to me.
Grace and I would have seen them. Crap, of course, she and Grace were investigating this closet at the time. What if the killer placed the pin in here before any of us came downstairs?
Save it.
If they were out in the hallway, wouldn't they use that as their chance to escape? She's right about that. I think Wolfgang got killed before the blackout. Or like right... Yeah, he's not to have killed before. Can this rolling pin really be unrelated? No, it's definitely related. But I lined up so well with the other evidence.
Moving on.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else in this room. Keep investigating. When she's speaking nonsense, and actually is totally coherent. I don't think I've ever understand this girl. Look through all the closets now.
So,
Find anything you
Yeah.
needed? Yes, I did. Based on what I've investigated
Anyway.
so far. Yeah, but let's go upstairs and collect some more testimonies. Yay, testimonies. Yes. Other way, okay. As Evie and I emerge from the basement on the lookout for anything which could aid an investigation. Oh, there's Eloise. Right in front of us, a flustered Eloise was huddled with her back to the wall. Sitting next to her.
Yeah.
What's up, you guys? Might want to lower your voice around here. Some stuff has happened. Oh, don't tell me they found someone else. Oh, I know they couldn't. Because they all went down there.
What could it be?
Something wrong? Sorry, Eloise had a bit of a frightening experience recently.
You think?
I think we all have.
No kidding.
Well, yeah, seeing downstairs is bad, but I'm talking about something else. After Tozy left, we tried going inside Wolfgang's room to look for clues. But the moment we stepped in, she suddenly pounced on me. She dragged me out and Desmond ran after us. I haven't been able to get my heart to stop beating so quickly since.
Huh?
Hold on, this she you're referring to?
Shit.
Yep, it's Grace. She's been guarding Wolfgang's dorm ever since she kicked us out. Grace was blocking access to Wolfgang's dorm. Oh, don't tell me it's Grace. We can't let her bar us from entering his room. The class trial could start at any moment. That's what I tried telling everyone else, but they pretty much gave up. Jen and Mark went to the dining hall, Diana went to the laundry room, Toshiko and Ingrid went to the courtyard. Eloise and I, though, we're not gonna let this slide. We gotta get inside the dorm room, so we've been brainstorming otherwise to approach Grace.
Think about it this way.
Okay, we've landed on something. Performing a brief inquisition. If Grace doesn't want to cooperate, we'll start badgering her with questions, poke at her ego until it eventually retreats.
Safety first.
If you want, you can join us. A debater would be good at dishing verbal beatdowns, yeah? I did come here to inspect Wolfgang's dorm, so might as well. If that's the case,
I'm out.
I'll go to the dining hall and ask Jen and Mark for their testimonies. Well, she's not coming
Where?
along. Grace is someone I like to be around right now. You three can handle her. Something tells me she's just afraid of her talent being mocked.
Right.
No sweat. Have fun with Jen and Mark.
Goodbye.
You were left in the direction of the laundromat, clearly taking the long route to the dining hall. Should we approach Grace then?
Totally.
Yeah, let's not waste any time.
Okay.
Right, okay. Do you want to take the lead, Damon? Oh, sure. I was going to admit it to either of their faces, but their plans seemed pretty half-baked. Not because I was going to face off with Grace, but because she was too. How could a bumbling person like her be of any help in a verbal showdown? If anything, she'll probably make us look uncoordinated. Guess I'll have to do most of the heavy lifting here. Since Grace is guarding Wolfgang's dorm, she should be right around the corner. Oh yeah, there she is.
It's you.
Can you speak to Grace already? Yeah. Okay, what about you? You need to go look at the thing downstairs.
Good luck.
No, we're not gonna tell him about that? Okay. Yo, Grace. I need to get inside. Don't you two yuppies get it? You're not coming in.
Don't get it mixed up.
Hang on, we're not here for that. Damon just wants to ask you a question.
Back off.
He isn't coming in either.
Jeez.
Why not? I need to investigate Wolfgang's dorm room.
Soybean.
Back off, Soybean. His room's none of your business. Except it is. I had to search his last known whereabouts, which includes his dorm room by default.
See that?
What if I said I've done the job for you?
Come again?
As in you searched the room. High and low. Wanna know what I found? Nothing. For us to believe that, we need to see it ourselves. You think I'm lying?
Just saying.
There's a chance you could be, unfortunately.
Eh?
Think about it, you haven't given us any reason to believe you. Someone who's got nothing to hide wouldn't be acting so protective right now, you know? It gives the impressions there's something you really don't want us to see.
Anyway.
Also, couldn't this be considered breaking the rules? Tosu wants this game to be fair, but being prevented from searching every room doesn't seem very fair.
Don't test me.
Even if it isn't, what are you gonna do? I'll report it to Tosu.
You.
Makes sense.
Nice idea. What do you say we look for him now? If Tozu agrees that this is a sabotage, he might call Mara to help. Oh wait, it's not sabotage. I'm not hiding anything about the murder. Don't try to get me involved.
Uh-huh.
Desmond never mentioned Wolfgang's murder.
Anyway,
Look, just let us into the room. If you're telling the truth, we'll drop our suspicions.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
The reality of the situation is we gotta invade Wolfgang's privacy if we want to know what happened to him. He would want to investigate our dorms if it were anyone else who died. Grace stood there silently, gritting her teeth. Then she stepped away from the door.
Okay.
Yippee! Sweet. Thanks, Grace. Besides the relief we entered Wolfgang's dorm, what are we gonna find in here? What doesn't she want us to see? Oh, sweet, it's pretty nice. So this is Wolfgang's dorm. While some of my expectations are correct, a lot about the room still surprised me. I anticipated the layout resembling my dorms and the decor reflecting his talent. What I didn't anticipate was how messy it was. Well, maybe not messy, just really casual. A room that had clearly been well lived in.
Oi, you.
Don't move things around when you inspect them. I want to keep the room as it is. To be honest, I'm not sure why I was even surprised. Okay. Oh, he's got a little teddy bear. A large toy bear adorned the bed. Something tells me this didn't belong in the room originally. Oh, did Grace bring it in? Clothes were scattered across the room, including a familiar-looking woman's jacket. Nothing about them looks suspicious. Grace, why is your jacket on the floor?
Ugh.
We're not here for that, my ass.
hi.
Normally she'd be beating my eyes.
Quit it.
I know you suspect me. I can tell by the look on your face. But I don't know anything about his death. To be in the dark like everyone else, about a person she was so close to. How was she close to him? Get a grip on yourself, Damon. Grace can claim to know nothing about the murder, but what about everything before it?
Anyway,
So I heard a rumor you became Wolfgang's new bunk buddy. This room seemed to confirm that. How was he this morning? Grumpy? Happy? Sick.
eh?
We were planning to go to the game tournament, but he woke up with an ache in his stomach. He woke up sick? If you're telling me the truth, and Wolfgang planned to attend the tournament,
That's not it.
why did he say the opposite yesterday? Admittedly, I'm also a little hesitant about attending. I'm not sure if I will have the time for it. From what I remember, Wolfgang said he'd be too busy to attend the tournament. More like he wanted another round at the pachinko machine.
Watch and learn.
I would know. I interrogated him after breakfast.
No.
Well, that's seriously what he meant.
Yeah, okay.
Which is why I told him, hey, no, let's do the tournament. He was a bit finicky at first, typical for a soybean, but he eventually caved. Wolfgang was a pachinko player. I'm not sure I can believe that. Then again, some of the I'm not gonna say it. In a room look neither golf nor law related.
Okay.
Alright, so based on what you were saying, Wolfgang agreed to attend a tournament yesterday. However, come this morning, Wolfgang remembered the pirate was attending, so he suggested to track down the guy and partner with him instead.
Right.
Right, because you needed to bring a partner to the tournament. Wolfgang, he knew I was miffed about it. His smile said as much. But I walked out of the door anyway.
Dumbass.
Wolfgang said he was too sick to get out of bed, so I walked away. If Wolfgang really had been bedridden, how did he wind up in the boiler room? 'Cause he was lying. Either he didn't come of his own volition, or he was never sick to begin with. By the look on her face, I could tell Grace realized the same. With all that said, it wasn't like Wolfgang to hide anything. For a guy who's so gung-ho about honesty, you'd think he would confide in the person he's closest to. Did the letter I find inside his blazer pocket have something to do with it? Well, only a few words were legible, a lot could be gleaned from them. For example, a mention of a secret. The rest of his note elaborate on it, or was the word alone enough to scare Wolfgang? Maybe he wanted to shield Grace from information even he couldn't handle. Or maybe he simply didn't want her to know. Whatever the reason, he deliberately hid information from someone. Ironic, huh? Okay. Okay. Oh, what's this poster have? It's so funny that we all have the posters of that. Yeah, I've already seen that. I was looking at the sofa. Certainly found couch side by side with two red sofa chairs. Even throw pillows seem to be arranged in just the right way. Nothing about the bed. Okay, so we have to talk with them. Eloise was kneeling on the floor, sorting through Wolfgang's bedside ottoman with a suspicious, serious look on her face. Oops. Can we talk for a second?
Give me a moment.
Okay. She closed the ottoman and stood up now, wearing the same nervous expression she always did. Is there something wrong? I want to know your whereabouts during Wolfgang's murder. Alright, where was she? With Desmond in the courtyard. Okay. You could ask Desmond to confirm. If you're confused. No, I'm fine.
It's simple.
Just let me ask this. What are you doing during the blackout? Blackout? Yeah, you did experience it, right?
That's not...
No, I don't think there was ever a blackout. We were only alerted to the murder because of Tozu's announcement.
I see.
So my theory was right. If Winona never experienced a blackout in the tree room and Eloise never experienced a blackout in the courtyard, both of those buildings must be connected to an entirely different power source. Alright. See if we can ask Desmond to do like a taser gun. What's up, Damon?
Hi.
Oh, here we go. Can you check something out for
Easy
me?
enough.
In here or
That's not it.
in the boiler room? found a phaser gun in there.
Are you for real?
Can't tell if it's fired or not. I don't think it has, but want to know for sure, because if I'm wrong and the phaser gun was used, it might goes into the nature of Wilking's death.
No kidding.
What we're talking about is that big of a deal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, since you're skilled at using guns, I figured...
All good.
That's what I'll see to it once I'm done here. Thanks for the heads up, Damon. That's all I could find. I was Grace so antsy about people entering. There didn't seem to be anything suspicious lying around here. In any case, I'm done here. I should head to the dining hall. Oh no, there is something suspicious in the room there. Alright. Where's she going? As soon as I entered the room, Ava walked over to me.
Hello.
Oh. I just finished talking to everyone here. Anything important?
Rage.
Nothing important. I don't think Joan and Mark were taking this seriously. This might end like the mock trial where only a couple people know what they're doing. Does she really think so? But that information definitely doesn't bode well for me. I couldn't afford to be discouraged by it. Not unless I want to die in this game.
Focus.
I'll see if I can make those two talk.
Thanks.
Good luck. Hi, Kai. Why didn't Tozu fix the blackout himself? Is the maintenance of this place seriously our responsibility?
Not okay!
The fridge and pantry are restocked every day, though. Ugh, can't things just be consistent? Whining aside, he made a good point. Why didn't Tozu fix the blackout? Thinking back on his spiel from earlier. Oh, what did he say again? Such a way, but the killers spotless have equal chance of success. He made it equal for both of them. Same from Fleek's Bucko, because it was important to the killer. Could easily make their escape if no one could see anything.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Damon, since you're here, I've been thinking really hard about those footsteps we heard
Come again.
when we were in the storage closet.
No, seriously.
Yeah, they were soft, right? Like the person was wearing socks.
I see.
Now that you mention it, it did sound like socks on a hard floor. That's what I was saying. Of all the things to be right about, it had to be this.
Eh?
What do you mean?
Man.
I mean, why didn't the killer just wear shoes? Think about it, the sound of something like heels would be pretty distinct, right? Or what about sneakers? They could get really squeaky on a smooth floor. And
Don't say that.
what I'm saying is, you could totally figure out the shoe from the sound it makes. And if you know what shoes the killer had on, you could just look at for the person with the matching pair. But socks? Anyone could be wearing socks. Person probably moved their shoes for that reason.
This sucks.
Ugh, just our luck. Oh, we got a soundproof bullet? That's new. Hello, Mark. Mark had returned to his position by the equipment.
Hi.
Hey, Desmond and Eloise told me you plan to investigate Wolfgang Storm. Grace isn't guarding it anymore, so you can go inside now. Let me guess, you don't want to investigate?
It's nothing.
I came here to make sure my interface wasn't damaged. The investigation could spill the difference between life and death, yet his priority was his stupid music equipment. Don't you think it looks suspicious what you're doing?
What?
I heard people are already giving Grace a side-eye for being uncooperative. So what might they say if they find out you ditched the investigation?
Slow down.
Yo, hold on. Can't you see Broski isn't feeling well? Get the guy some space.
That's not important.
I don't care. I'm working on a time limit. Who are you to talk anyway? Judging by the look on Broski's face whenever you guys are together,
It's simple.
out of everyone here, I think you'd know at least about personal space. No way. Sure, Mark might not talk a whole lot, but if he wasn't having fun, do you really think we'd be hanging out so much?
Broskies always stick together.
Come on, Broski, back me up here. Time. Huh? What time did the murder happen?
That's
9:35 a.m. Check this. He pointed to a small digital. Someone, I'm telling you, someone changed the time.
That's...
Someone moved everyone's clock back. This is the time of the murder. It was like this when I came back up here. I think the clock got screwed over by the blackout. So now it's frozen on whatever it was displaying before it lost power. And it confirms my suspicions. A blackout and, by association, destruction of the generator occurred at the time of Wolfgang's murder. Or someone turned the clocks back.
My man.
Nice going, bro. You hit the jackpot. Bet it's because I was here with you, huh? Sheesh. This is getting hard to watch. Okay, last person.
Yeah.
Is it me or is there something funky about this place?
Come again?
I don't know, man. Everything feels kinda off. Can't place why, though. It's bugging the crap out of me. Sounded like he was just felt uncomfortable being here. Guess I can't blame him. With the turn things have taken, the tension and excitement of the tournament was all but a distant memory. In this room was now a reminder Wolfgang died right under our noses. Okay, is that it?
Where?
This might end like the mock trial. We were in. Couple know what they're doing. Okay, anything else I can investigate? I think about the painting. Nope. Just we can use the whiteboard for evidence. For some people have to get together and they're interrupted by a murder. Game tournament and the murder happened really close to each other. That's true. Farmer began at 9 AM, while the latter occurred at 9:35 AM. That's within the same hour. Taking another look at the whiteboard, and I can see why the killer chose to attack so soon. 8 potential witnesses all situated in one place, too preoccupied with video games to notice the world around them. Couldn't be a more perfect time to strike. Okay, what else am I missing? The cupboards. May as well skim through the kitchen just in case. Let's see, oh. One. Oh, the knife! Right. Knife is found floating in boiler room water. Could be a coincidence. Alright. Oh. Oh my, would you look at the time? I dare say we ought to get this trial started soon. How does 20 minutes from now sound? Great? Great. Please continue to investigate until then. See you later. What? There's only 20 minutes until the trial?
Hang on.
Damon. Jeez, how does she keep scaring me? The investigation's almost over. We need to find the other 3 and hear their testimonies.
That's...
The other 3?
As I was saying,
Toshiko, Ingrid, and Diana.
Jeez.
Alright, calm down. Desmond said they were in the courtyard, right?
I'm talking.
And Diana's in the laundry room. Then let's talk to Diana first, since the laundry room's in the same building. Don't panic.
Can't you see?
I'm not panicking. She said that much for me to follow her out the door. Might deny it, but the anxiety which has been bubbling up inside her is clearly starting to boil over. Although how fast my own heart was beating, she's not alone. Okay, let's leave this room. Okay, where was the laundry room again? Where am I going? Okay, it's a janitor's closet. So this one over here? There it is. Alright, that's my telling the truth, and Diana should be in here. Yep, there she is. Now what's up? Anyway. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Diana was standing with her back pressed up against the walls, arms wrapped around herself in tight embrace. She's in even worse shape than before. Diana, I need to ask you a question. Please give me a moment. It's been kind of tough.
No.
The investigation is going to end really soon. We can't wait. Okay, sorry. Where were you during the blackout?
Oh,
The blackout, right before the body was discovered. I was in my room, alone, doing my makeup. Suspicious. Suspicious. You don't have any makeup on, though. I was experimenting with new combinations, so I wiped it all off already.
I see.
Sure. Yeah, what's her ultimate again? Wait, what's map? Report card. Cosmetologist. So you're alone in the room the entire morning? Yeah, I just wasn't feeling up to it.
sorry.
I'm feeling a little sick all of a sudden. Do you mind if I go back to my dorm? I don't know, I think we should investigate her dorm. She's suspicious. I've asked all the questions I wanted to. Thanks.
So,
She could be cleaning up evidence and we don't know. Do you think she was acting weird? That's what I'm saying.
That's...
No weirder than the others. Anyway, since Deanna gave her testimony, I can cross her off my list now. Which means the only people I still need to speak to.
where?
Ingrid and Toshiko. Don't know until we see for ourselves. Alright, off we go. Okay, we go to the left. Ah, there they are. Roger was confronting a smaller girl who completely hid her face behind her fan, as she always is.
Hello?
Hey, have you been investigating? Investigating? Toshiko lowered her fan to reveal a pair of puffy eyes.
Unacceptable!
I don't know. What are you expecting me to do?
Seriously?
To look for clues. Clues?
Impossible!
How am I meant to do that? It's not like I've had to solve a murder before, you know. My hands have been a bit full, so no luck finding any clues. I can see why.
Moving on.
Okay, well, did you at least notice anything suspicious in this morning? Could be a person acting odd or a strange sound. That's what most real-life testimonies talk about anyway.
Think this through.
Person acting odd. Maybe not at the time, but looking back, it definitely seems a bit strange. You want to tell him, Toshiko? Okay, fine. This morning I saw Wolfgang.
Huh?
When did you see him? In the dorm hallway on my way back from the pharmacy. The dorm hallway. Just as I was about to enter my room, I saw Wolfgang leave his. Oh, Wolfgang. What a coincidence running into each other like this. Are you already on your way to a tournament, Miss Kaira? It's rather early. Of course not. A professional like myself knows better than to attend some silly party. Right. My apologies. What about you? Are you going to the tournament? That's correct. I'm going to the tournament. I'm just heading to the laundry room right now. There's a batch of clothes I accidentally left behind in there.
That's...
Wolfgang said he was going to attend the tournament?
Strange.
Yesterday he told everyone he was too busy to attend. I assumed he changed his mind. I had no reason to question him. I heard bits and pieces of their conversation from inside my dorm. The whole thing couldn't have lasted longer than a minute.
Bit complicated.
Toshiko and I are bunk buddies, by the way. Thought I'd mention that in case Damon didn't know. Okay, thanks. Anyway, when I heard that what Wolfie said, my first thought was leftover clothes. I didn't remember any leftover clothes. But I figured I must have been misremembering. Well, with my aching head and all.
Eh?
Aching head? I was suffering a terrible headache this morning. Couldn't even see 2 steps in front of me, let alone get up from my bed. That's why I had gone to the pharmacy. I was hoping to procure some medicine for Ingrid. Not my proudest moment, I'll admit, but I knew I could trust Toshiko with the job.
So,
Do you know what time the interaction with Wolfgang happened? 10 past 8, I think.
How should I put it?
The conversation happened just a little after the morning announcement, that I can tell you with confidence. Yes, 10 past would make sense. When the announcement initially played, I was just about to leave the pharmacy. and she was already inside the pharmacy by 8 a.m. So Wolfgang, he looked totally fine when you saw him?
Sure.
Yes, nothing seemed very awry. Doesn't that question call into question what Grace told me earlier? Either Grace lied to me about Wolfgang calling in sick, or she was telling the truth. And Wolfgang just got outed as a liar. I could probably deduce an answer if I know what time Grace left Wolfgang's dorm. If she left before 8 a.m., 8:10 a.m., then she would have already been out of the picture by the time Wolfgang made his move. Hence why she only remembers him in bed. However, if she left after 8:10, then she would have been there for Wolfgang's encounter with Toshiko, which means she lied about Wolfgang being bedridden during the period of time she was in his dorm. Funny how she never gave me a time. Okay, is that it? What else happened after Toshiko saw Wolfgang? That blackout sure gave us a spook. Toshiko and I decided to stay where we were until lights turned on, although we did watch you and your buddies pass by.
Eh?
You saw that?
How should I put it?
Heard it at first, then took a peek. I would have said something, but I still wasn't feeling my usual self, so we watched you up until you all went down the stairs. That must have been how you found the crime scene, right? Yeah, that's right.
Too much for me.
Such a terrible sight. I can't believe someone here may actually be behind it. Let's just hope we can solve it. Yeah, there we go. Alright everyone, that's time. Please drop whatever it is you're doing and proceed over to the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long, otherwise you'll be in for a shocking surprise. Ooh, get it? 'Cause your trinkets can zap you. Anyway, just gonna move on. It's time.
Oh, fingers crossed.
You two, go on ahead. Toshiko and I'll catch up.
Listen to me.
Okay, let's go, Damon. Right. Okay, what are those two hiding? Eve and I made the short trek to the room with the tree. Once there, we waited for the others to arrive. Eventually, everyone had shown up. So, how are you guys feeling?
Beats me.
Words wouldn't do it justice.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty bad. I can tell you how I feel when I don't even know what I feel. I'd rather be saved to talk it for the trial. At trial, in just a few moments' time, we were going to be down there in the trial room, fighting for survival, using only our words. Damon, get a grip already. Before the door in the tree opens, I need to ask Desmond if he has any new information about the taser gun. Right.
Hi.
Hey. Hey. His voice was steady, but his eyes kept darting around the room. Did you check the taser?
Right.
Right, I did. Any findings? Just one. The gun's blast doors were missing.
Huh?
Blast what?
Eh?
All of a sudden, the ground. Oh no, not again. Hold on to something, everyone. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom. Damn it.
Shit.
Well, guess we gotta cut this conversation short. I'll explain everything during the trial. Let's not keep this goat guy waiting.
Holy!
Oh man, this is really happening. We're so screwed, we're totally gonna die.
It is how it is.
If you go in expecting to fail, chances are you will.
Game over, man! Game over!
I'm gonna think of failure even more because you said that.
Hold your horses.
Look at it this way. Who here are the cards more stacked against? 14 people working together to solve a murder, or one person trying to lead everyone else astray?
Are we ready?
If anyone's in for a struggle, it ain't the group of 14.
Do you think?
You make a good point. Statistically, the odds are in our favor here.
It'll be okay.
Exactly, luck will be on our side.
No, it's not.
If luck was on our side, we wouldn't be in a killing game to start with. Can I say something first before we go?
Oh,
What is it? It's a message for the killer.
what did you say?
A message for the killer? The person here who killed Wolfgang. Whoever you are, can you please step forward?
I want to help.
We don't have to do this class trial. If you can just find it in yourself to step forward and bring this whole thing to an end already. Then please. Despite Diana's pleas, no one came forward.
Come on.
If someone's determined enough to commit murder, they won't back down because of one person's pleas. Since we're on the subject, I also got a message for the killer.
Dumbass!
Don't forget that the punishment fits the crime, asshole. Enjoy the fucking death penalty. Ray spat out those words and disappeared into the opening of the tree.
Can I go now?
Co-signed.
Slow down.
Yo, broski, what up? One by one, people began to follow suit. I guess it's time to go. We know where the stairs would take us, and where the elevator afterwards would deliver us, but everything beyond that was shrouded in uncertainty. There was no mock trial awaiting us, no Fox murder designed to waste our time with a stupid mystery. This was undoubtedly real. Come on, Damon, get a hold of yourself already. Taking a deep breath, I approached the opening in the tree. I descended into the darkness. It was the same elevator, the same slow turning of the metal, and echoing sounds of clunky machinery. And yet something was different. Someone was gone. Someone who I never held in high regard, but who was still a person nonetheless. A person with feelings, a person with aspirations, a person with a family. A person who will never speak again, who I will never hear speak again. Not a single word. Am I ready for this? Was what I did during the investigation the best I could have done? Will it be enough to carry me through this trial? Will it be enough to lead me to Wolfgang's killer? I won't know until I do it. Until I face this trial head on. There's no way I can place my faith in the other people here. There's no way they'll come to the correct conclusion. Our survival depends on me. Bro's so full of himself. The elevator began to slow, snapping me back to reality. I adjusted my tie and stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely. The doors in front of us opened. Oh my god, it's the class trial.
Rise and shine.
Somebody call an ambulance. I think I've caught a case of deja vu.
Isn't this lovely?
Ooh, feels like only yesterday we were playing detective with the corpse of the crime scene. My, how insolent and chipper so many of you used to be.
Interesting.
After all that back and forth over a single how-done-it mystery, I'm truly curious what today's trial will yield.
Yeah,
Just to remind myself, our names are on the podiums, right? Eager to start, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, to find your podium, just look for where your name is written.
The show must go on.
Come on now, hop to it. I'm so excited, I can barely wait a second longer. I really don't want to do this.
Oh, crud.
We gotta do as he says, though. Otherwise, that enforcer lady might get mad. Knowing we were powerless to disobey Tozu, we began to disperse and locate our podiums.
Hey,
It's okay, everyone. If we work together, we can do this.
we can't give up.
Right, guys? If we work together, we can solve this case. So, come on, let's do this. For Wolfgang. Although her words elicited nods from the other students, the expressions on their faces told a different story. It was an expression I couldn't help but feel conflicted over, in a moment where I shouldn't have been focusing on my feelings. Expression of unmistakable fear. Ooh, here we go. For days now, I've been angry over the mock trial. Angry at how much people resented me for telling the truth. How they twisted my words and assumed my intentions. I'm angry, but that doesn't mean I wanted to be right. I would have been happy for reality to prove me wrong, for no one to buckle under the pressure of the killing game. But good endings like that only exist in stories. Reality was apathetic to what we wanted, and the events of today proved me were at its mercy. Oh, it's like the opposite color of the Danganronpa series. Usually all the dead ones are in red, and the light ones are in blue. I think, if I remember correctly. So I stood there at my podium, conflicted. I think this tragedy would have been avoided had people just listened to me. But who was it that encouraged everyone to turn on me? Who was it that encouraged everyone to trust each other? If Wolfgang hadn't been so naive, if he just told people to protect themselves rather than each other, then maybe he would still be here. Regardless, I can't let myself be consumed by the what-ifs. Although the others may have failed at preventing Wolfgang's murder, I, at the very least, can solve it. I'll uncover this killer. Let them face the consequences of their actions. I'll solve this case and survive. Alright. That's it for today. Okay. Alright, good night.